I'm just rushing around trying to get everything ready for you guys today. And I've got some hot deals going on for you. So I was quickly trying to get on my website and change all the prices for you quickly and get everything all ready for you guys. How you guys doing today? Lovely Wednesday. Very, very chilly here. We've got some fresh snow on the ground, and currently it is -11. It feels like -20. So we've got more snow coming tonight, and it's definitely looking like the holiday season's around here. Hello, Belva. Hello, Charisse. How you guys doing? Everybody can hear me okay today? I know I can get to be a little bubblehead sometimes. Just too much on my mind, too much to do, too much to create, and it's just endless. Oh my God. I have so much I want to do. Yes. Are you guys ready for the hot topic this week? I've been checking out all the groups and I've been seeing all the questions, and this is how I am coming up with these hot topics this week. And I have to say, this week I have seen so many different ways to do holly berries. Daubers. Daubers are our hot topic. And I've got a variety of them to show you. Wooden ones, sponge ones, throw them around. Even fabric ones. I haven't got these ones out yet to play with. And then, you know, there's always ways of making your own too, right? So some ideas are not new, but just, you know, some people may not have seen them before. So I definitely want to just share a variety of ways of making dots. Okay, so mandala designs are quite popular too, and a lot of different varieties of sizes of dots, and there's a lot of varieties of ways of doing dots. So that's what I want to share with you today in today's hot topic. And I don't want to spend too much time with you guys today. It's going to be fairly quick. I want to show you guys those few tricks, and then also I want to share with you my hot deals for the holidays. Okay, so I'm coming up with a special promo that is going to last all this week from Wednesday to Wednesday, and you guys can stock up. Time to stock up again if you haven't jumped on some of these easy projects. Okay, so these are fun and easy. I'm hoping that you guys are going to get the family out and get the kids out and play and let them create too. Okay, so I know that they're going to be off school for a couple of weeks and they might get bored, and I'm hoping that you guys will share some of these things with your kids too. And not to even talk about the lockdown that's probably going to happen again if we don't all stay safe and stay indoors. And so yeah, I've got a variety of things here I want to show you guys today. And the first thing I want to do too really is, honestly guys, thank you. Thank you for being here. Thank you for all your support and wonderful kind words and encouragement to keep going and keep building. And just, I'm having so much fun with it. And if you guys think I'm a little bit crazy with my website, I know I used to do my own website when I had my salon. And I used to post all the pictures of all the nail designs, and I used to have like a resource area for my beauty industry, you know, some tips and tricks and stuff like that. So I guess I just have it in me. I just love creating a spot for you guys. And so, you know, everybody that has jumped on my site member access, you guys are wonderful, but I do know that there's a few people that have different reasons why they can't get on my site, so that's okay. I've made another option for you guys. I've downloaded it all into my Google Drive so that I'm able to share the links with you guys to download. So you guys can keep all the videos on your devices too, if that's what you choose. So if anybody really has jumped on my site member access and has had a problem with it, or it's not convenient for you, please just message me and let me know, and I'll see about sending you the downloads in replace of the site access. Okay, so that's only for the people that really are having a hard time and they're just not really able to get online, because you need your internet access, guys. You need to use a Chrome browser. And really, to see these videos, it's best to use a desktop, okay? The bigger you can have that monitor, the better you can see all those strokes. And if you can, Chromecast is a big thing too. People are Chromecasting the videos right onto their TVs now, so you can really get me life size. So there's a lot of different options people are taking advantage of nowadays. It's, you know, that's just the way it is nowadays. There's too many ways of doing things. And, so yeah, I'm really excited. Yes, I want to bite my tongue about the lockdown, Belva. I really hope that wherever you guys are, we're in a small little rural area, so maybe it won't be so bad for some people. But I know down in the GTA area and Peel regions, where I used to live, is definitely, you know, the numbers are high. So I want to be able to help you guys through the holiday season and get you guys creating, okay? So another big part of my thank you that I have to say is to the Dewberries, of course. It has been a blast. Oh my God, we just had the big holiday event for the first time, 2-day event, and Michelle James and 4 other girls were all on there doing demos, and some of you guys might have missed out on that. So they actually sent me the recording and I can now offer it to you guys. So if you want to jump on my little chickadee, it is now there on my site. Okay, so 2 options available. There's a download option, and then I'm going to have it on the site member access very shortly. Okay, I didn't get around to getting it there, but I will get it there this afternoon after the live. But it is there to jump on for the download, and I've also added to it, guys, too. So if you want to jump on my version of it, I did make a PDF with it with the pattern inside. All the supply lists are in there, and also I have step pics. Okay, so there's a pictorial process of how to really help you guys as well with the pictures and step by step inside the PDF. So I've got that a little bit extra to add to it as well, and I have a $10 special, okay, for only the people that have jumped on the holiday one with Donna. Okay, so if you want to get this extra little PDF from me with all the pictorial and everything that I've added into that, and I've edited it a little bit and took out any little quirky areas that might have been lags or whatever. So it's going to be available in my way of doing it and on my site. And again, site access will be available as well. So for a few of you people that have not able to do the Zooms, then you can also catch the recordings on my site. Okay, so it's on for $25 right now, and then I do have a $10 special for anybody that wants to jump on. Just the PDF for that part of the holiday special that we did for Donna. Okay, so you guys didn't get a full PDF like I usually make them. So I also have some hot sales here, okay, guys? So I have 5 easy projects, okay? They're not a lot, not like some of my bigger ones, okay? So I tried to pick 5 of the easiest ones, the most popular ones, and I've got 5 different projects here, guys, that are going to be all $10 for all this week till next Wednesday, okay? So the first one we're going to have is my welcome sign. So I see a lot of people on there always asking about how to do letters and stuff like that. So I got some tricks up my sleeve on how to lay out those letters evenly, straight, you know, and get it laid out. And then there's also a pattern to go with this as well in this design, okay, that a practice sheet, I should say, that will go with it. Okay, so we're also going to be using this practice sheet again tonight a little bit with our cardinals. Okay, so we're going to be playing around. Get up upside down. We're going to play with these guys and combine them on one canvas, okay, and do a nice little variety. And if you feel like you want to add a 3D design. Okay, I have a free pictorial design that you can find on YouTube that'll show you how I did all this 3D border. Okay, so the it's done with a 3D glue. Okay, so the glue, I just used the glitter glue because I wanted that real texture kind of look on there. All right, so this will take some time to dry. You may have to do it and then leave it overnight, and then you can base coat it, guys. Okay, so if you're joining me tonight for the Mrs. and Mr. Cardinal, okay, so if you don't have your supplies already, then definitely come by. You know, just watch, ask questions, and get the recording after with PDF and all the steps, pictorial, and also patterns. Okay, so if you're not, not sure about size and placement and stuff like that, I've got an easy starter pattern to go with it. And if you guys jump on before 5 o'clock today, you'll still be able to get that pattern and get ready for tonight. Okay, so cutoff is 5 o'clock for tonight's paint party for the Mrs. and Mr. Cardinal. All right, so another little guy that I pulled out of the archives. Do you remember this, guys, from last year? I had a couple people jump on this for a paint party for the kids, guys. Okay, this is for maybe you want to paint it for a kid, or if you want to get the kids out. A lot of these projects were meant for 8-year-olds and up, guys. Okay, so it's amazing how many 8-year-olds get right away. Like, they just love putting 2, 3, 4 colors on their brush all at the same time and creating. So, don't underestimate, the what they can do, because they pick up on things really quickly. So I have Santa's sleigh here available now, okay, and it's going to be on sale for $10 for all this week. All right, so $10 sale is actually going to be for downloadable or site access. Okay, I have made some of my prices for the downloadables a little bit more because I've had to invest with the drive to be able to send them to you. So definitely site access, it's paid for, so I can still give you guys a little bit more of a deal for site member access. All right, so Santa sleigh is going to be added to the list and the welcome sign. And then also a few people said, oh, they missed out on the Northern Wonderland. Well, I brought it back. Okay, so it's going to be $10 for that as well. Fun and easy, guys. Okay, get the family involved. This is what I'm hoping you guys are going to do. Also, for a little bit more of a challenge, and I've got 2 ways of doing things. Okay, so if you're a little bit advanced and you want to add your poinsettia, then you can definitely do that. But I do show you how to do both, and if you want to have a variety and just have one with a bunch of flowers, you can do it 2 different ways. So I'm also going to do the holiday candles. Okay, so $10, both, either or, site access or downloadable. Okay, little holiday promotion for everybody. And then also next, we'll start to think about the new year. Everybody's been loving my birds, guys, okay? So I'm doing a little bird series, and I also got a lot of comments on my owl and also on my mallard duck, okay? So I think we're going to do a bird series. And depending on how things go in the new year, especially if people are locked down, then I definitely might come up with 2 paint parties for January. So then that way it'll help to keep you guys busy in the new year. And after all the holiday seasons are over, you guys will have a lot more time. So I hope that you guys are going to jump on all the specials that I have this week. If you haven't jumped on any of these courses, like I said, $10 all this week. All right. So will we have to do canvases tonight, or are we supposed to have the canvas? Depending, Patricia, if you want to add the 3D elements, okay? So if you did want to add those, then you might want to, have those ready. If you weren't worried about it, you're just going to do a canvas tonight, you're not going to put the 3D on there, then, definitely you can start by base coating your canvas if you want, whatever colors you want. But I will do a quick base coat with you guys tonight. It's just the 3D part that I really highly suggest that you guys have done already. And then that way it's dry, and then we can just go ahead and start painting tonight together. All right, so I was trying to give you guys heads up. Get your backgrounds ready. Check out this video on YouTube all week. So hopefully you guys have seen that video, and just know that it will take some time for that glitter glue to dry. And then, or some of you guys have jumped on mudding. Okay, or the paste, or 3D dimensional pastes that are out there. There's a couple different varieties out there. Shannon B is the one that I've been using lately. My paste, it's wonderful, it's flexible. That's what I really love about it. And so if you guys want to, do different kinds of 3D elements, that's totally up to you. I wanted to give you guys some choices in this. So you remember him, Melinda? That was one of my first Facebook Lives. I was like, oh my God. So yeah, that was just a free promotional that I did last year. And so I've got it all edited out, and I couldn't believe how many different little bloopers I had to take out of that one. But yeah, it's all cleaned up and all edited now. And so yeah, I'm really, really excited. And like I said, this is the season. We're adding holly berries and holly leaves and poinsettias and pine needles and stuff like that on a lot of different variety of items right now. And so the quickest way to do it is with a dauber, right? So I just want to give you guys a little bit more heads up about these daubers. And I'm actually going to show you down here on my heavily painted desk here. All right. So we have a variety here. And yes, Q-tips are one of them. Okay. So definitely there's so many different ways of making dots, and depending on how small or big you want to do them, we're going to put in some red and white here, just play around, because those are most of our holly colors here. And definitely you can play around with, different centers and flowers and all kinds of different ways with these daubers. Okay, so we have a sponge set that's on wood, okay, as well, different sizes. All right, so if you want to making smaller ones, definitely these gotta be dry when you work with them, so that it'll really help absorb the paint. Okay, so a lot of times with these spongy ones, you got to kind of spin them around a little bit to get the color, and then maybe a little bit of pouncing. Okay, and then you can get that highlight in your berry all at the same time. Okay, I'll just show you a little bit on the paper here, and you're just going to press down. Okay, so if you want a little bit more of a swirly look, you can, give it a little bit of a spin. Okay, because these ones have a lot of sponge on them. Right. So these other ones that we have, there's 5 in them, and we get 2 of them with the big one and 3 little ones. Okay, so mine are quite old. I've had them for a while and they've been beat up, but I also knocked the sponge right off of them, guys. Okay, so you do got to be a little bit careful, and especially if you've had them for a while. You see that this one here is starting to fray around the edges. All right, so definitely they do tend to break down a little bit, and I do believe it was because how I washed them out. All right, so definitely you can, still use this one here. It's still going to give you your little circle here, even though you might have knocked your sponge off. Okay, it's still going to give you a circle. Okay, but the biggest thing about these guys here is how you clean them, guys. All right, so we have an old rag here. I'm just going to quickly show you that how I do these guys, and I don't like to leave them in water for too long because I find that the glue that holds the sponge on will break down, and so you definitely want to try and wash them out pretty quickly. So what I do is I just keep adding water to my sponge, and I keep blotting it on a towel until I get all that color out. Okay, no twisting into your towel, okay, because you will knock these little sponges right off. So you can get these sponges all at Donna Dewberry, onestroke.com, or I can get them in here and send them to you across Canada if you want. All right. So those are 2 of my favorite tools to use for, quick dots, and then having the variety of sizes really easy. Okay. So our easiest way to do things too is just doing little dots. A lot of times just using the back of our, okay, so if you want to do little tiny ones, okay. So what you're going to do is try to figure out your sizes when you're doing mandala sizes. Okay, so if you notice, if you keep dabbing, you're going to get smaller and smaller and smaller. So maybe you want to do a little design on your project with some dots, okay? Then if you want to make them really, really small, then what you got to do is count the dots. So if you have 2 big ones and then you want a little one, then you're going to have, every time you go to make that design, you're going to have to go 1, 2, and 3. And if you want it really small, then you go 3 and then hit it. Okay, so this is going to help you determine the size of your dot. So if you want big ones, then you're just going to go right into the paint every time and go ahead and plop down. But if you do want a little smaller one, then you just knock some of that paint off and then you can make them really, really tiny. So a lot of another way of doing things is also with just some Q-tips. Okay, so maybe you don't have the daubers around, so you can always use a little bit of a Q-tip. Okay, and this is actually going to give you 5 dots, or how many Q-tips you put in there all at the same time. So you can kind of knock it on the side and maybe only do 1 or 2, or just use 1 if you really want to individually do your little dots. Okay, so what I suggest you guys do is keep your elastic band a little lower on, don't put it in half, okay, because if you put it in a little bit lower, you're able to spread it out a little bit. Okay, so test it a couple times and make sure that they're all even, so that when you go and put down, you know, maybe one is a little bit lower, so you have to raise it up, so then that way all 5 of them are going to actually hit at the same time. Okay, so this is you know, another painting hack idea, right? Is it ideal? Are you going to get, you know, the same? Sometimes no. Sometimes you have to play around with them. So again, there's pros and cons for everything, guys. And but in a pinch, you know, you can, you know, maybe have a little bit more focus if you do one at a time. All right. And then you can always just use your little detailer to put a little highlight spot in there. So just a little quickie on daubers. And mostly I just wanted to kind of give you some heads up too on how to clean these guys, because they will break and fall apart on you after a while if you're not careful with them. And I know from experience, because I learned everything the hard way. So yeah, if you missed the deals, please catch the replay, watch it again, and then you'll be able to find out all the sales that are going on this week. I really don't want to spend too much time with you guys today, because I know you got a lot on the go, getting ready for all your holidays, and some of you might be still working, catching me on lunch. And so I hope that you're going to catch me tonight, okay? So like I said, you still have time to jump on Mr. and Mrs. Cardinal. 5 o'clock is the cutoff. I will be closing the doors to be able to jump on this $20 sale, to be able to get all the recording and the PDF and supply list and everything that I've got to go along with it. Yeah. So thank you everybody that has jumped on for my quick little hot tips session, and we will see you next Wednesday at 1 o'clock, live every Wednesday, and all these specials will be available for you until that next live. So happy painting, guys, and have a wonderful day, and we'll see you soon. And I can't wait to see all your chickadees, okay? So if you've done them already, please share them in the group. I'd love to see them.